This is one ugly dude. I'm telling you. For years, this dude has been causing a lot of drama, especially within the black community. Now, for a long time, black men and black women, but mostly black men, have said this man or woman or it is no fucking good. Wherever this it goes, it got something to say. Now, I remember when I first discovered Wendy Williams back when she had a show on VH1 and that thing was going on, you know, with Whitney Houston, then go find out that she said other things about other people. And because she has this thing where she has this self-hatred for herself and her people, she was given a pass in the media. And she's been rewarded very well with a TV show, with guest appearances in movies and whatnot. And I can never understand why any black persons who's in the media would want to work with this thing. Now, y'all gonna say, Harvey, you're being petty by calling Wendy, or as I like to say, Wendell, out of its name and whatnot. This is a woman who did a show where she told her female audience to how to trick a man into, you know, taking care of a baby, or, you know, trick a man into thinking that you're not pregnant or whatever. How she did, you know, let me go back and do it again. Trick a man. You know, what happened was these ladies is on her show, and they're saying that their husbands don't want more kids right now because they don't think they financially is stable enough. Now, these people, these women are married. They already got a kid or two, but they want more children. So Wendy said, trick them. Set them up, and I'm sitting there like a grown-ass woman who's wealthy telling women who are probably just middle class or barely getting by to trick their men into getting them pregnant. This came out of Wendy Williams' mouth. This is not me making it. You guys probably seen it, or you type in Wendy Williams tell a woman to trick her man into pregnancy or something, getting her pregnant, and your mouth would drop. Wendy got on TV and attacked Chris Brown relentlessly, right along with Tyra Banks, Oprah Winfrey, and Robin Givens and them. And I told y'all, I said, she's wrong. This woman is older than these numbers. This is a 57-year-old woman, okay? And she's out there bad mouth at that time, a then 19-year-old young man. She went on Dance with Stars when Tom Bergeron was talking shit about Chris Brown. She joined in. Now, mind you, she got skeletons in her closet, but she has no problem talking about black folk in mixed company. She's tacky. She's an instigator. She got a lot of self-hate issues. But what she did the other day was just low down. First of all, she was talking about Jessie Williams' BET speech at the BET Awards. And she said, what if white folk had an organization like the NAACP? We'll call it racist. Then she said something about, how do you think it feel that by historically black colleges, it's wrong to have that? And you see, like, this bitch is older than me. She don't know the reason why those colleges exist. Don't she realize that there are people who were enslaved, who tried to do better, wanted better, who those who was able to get an education, go to high school and graduated, they wanted to further education, they wanted to be doctors, lawyers, teachers. They wasn't being accepted in white schools. So those blacks who were able to educate, they said, we're going to open our own schools. We'll take our brothers and sisters who can't get into your Harvards or your Yales or your Stanfords or your universities with the quote unquote white environment. Even city colleges at one time was being racist. But you would think Wendy would know that. Wendy's talking about the NAACP. What if the white community had something? She said something. They still call herself colored. We know that term color is out of date, but that's what the organization is called, the NAACP. This is why they say they abbreviate. They don't use the National Advancement of Colored People. But she made a big deal. But what if white people have that? It's not the same thing. These damn false equivalents that Wendy Williams, Stacey Dash, and many other blacks try to make out. This is why white folks say this shit. Because dumbass blacks that say it, and then white folks say, well, you know, Wendy Williams said it. Charles Barkley or Stacey Dash or Larry Elder or Juan Williams or whomever said it, so it must be true. Now remind you, it was black folk that make this bitch. And it's always black folks that make these motherfuckers wealthy. They get on and turn their shit on us. Wendy has made Slough Barkley. This bitch actually was upset that Jessie gave this speech. Whites do have organizations that are predominantly white. Jewish have organizations, ADL, the Hispanic community, the Asian community, but somehow black folk ain't supposed to have nothing. And then the black colleges, a lot of them are struggling to stay open. But you're going to sit there and say, well, white folk, there's a lot of universities where white folk still set the tone. Why do you think that white bitch tried to go to the Supreme Court and bitch about it? She figured blacks shouldn't be there. They're tokens. This is why those black colleges exist. This is the same bitch as soon as Cosby got in trouble, people thought she came out through Cosby under the bus. All she or it does is gossip. This bitch is older than me. This bitch is older than my mother and don't have the common sense to say, you know what? I'm not gonna shit on the community that made me who I am. I'm not gonna throw our institutions under the bus. It seems like these motherfuckers forget that it was for the historic black colleges. They wouldn't got those people that's educated that help fight behind the scenes. It was for NWCP. We know it's not a perfect organization. We know it got its warts. But it was for those organizations. They would have motivated people to get off their ass. Now she's thrown under the bus. This fake titty, man-looking bitch got some issues. You talking about racism stuff? This bitch got extreme self-hate. I want you to listen to Roland Martin give his commentary on Wendy Williams.
Confused black people really bother me. You can add Wendy Williams to this particular pile. She was talking about Jessie Williams' speech at the BET Awards, and this is what she had to say about HBCUs and the NAACP.
His speech was very poignant on one hand. On the other hand, you know, I would be really offended if there was a school that was known as a historically white college. We have historically black colleges. There was the National Organization for White People Only. There's the NAACP, National. By the way, what is the C? Color? We're still using color? Like I get. We're gonna be quiet. You're leaving me out here to hang to dry by myself. One wrong word, I know. I'm choosing my words carefully, but what I'm saying is racism sucks, you know, and we can all do better.
All right, folks. I really am tired of these wannabe Stacey Dashes who clearly don't bother to actually read a book. Wendy, let me help you out. You do realize that the NAACP was founded by a mix of folks who are black and white. You do realize that the first president of the NAACP, Wendy, was white. And also, you can go down the line, the treasurer, the chairman of the executive committee, they were white, born out of the Niagara movement. If you actually bother to read something, you would realize that. It's called the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. White folks have always been members of the NAACP. Always. Let me deal with HBCUs. First of all, historically black colleges and universities, Wendy, was a federal designation given in 1965 to recognize these historical universities. They are historical universities. Now, one of the reasons why you don't have historically white universities is It's because we simply call them universities. The fact of the matter is, you can go around the country and you'll see universities, Wendy, they're 70, 80, 90, 95% white. And we live in a world where, frankly, we have set apart if you're black. You've never heard somebody say Hillary Clinton met with a group of white pastors. No, because they simply say pastors. But they'll say she met with a group of black pastors. Because what is mainstream has always been white in America, Wendy. You should know that, right? Because you do know that for your show, you do know that you go black ad agencies, which are different from ad agencies. You've always seen that level of separation, Wendy. But you should also know that because your ratings, they separate your black female viewers from female viewers. So it's kind of interesting how you can somehow criticize that. But how about this, Wendy? You ever heard of Bluefield State University, West Virginia? Historically black college university. It's now 70+% white. Lincoln University, where Thurgood Marshall went to college, and HBCU, it's now 60% white. You do realize that 1 in 4 students at HBCU are non-African American. That's because historically black colleges and universities have given opportunities to students regardless of color, and so more Hispanics and more poor whites are taking advantage of that. See, if you actually bother to read a book and not gossip magazines, you might know these things. Wendy, let me help you out with something. When you're on TV and you have no idea what you're talking about, shut the hell up. Don't open your mouth. Don't embarrass yourself because you sound silly. But I also find it interesting that you would criticize the HBCUs and you would criticize NAACP. But you were on the cover of Ebony Magazine. You were on the cover of Uptown. You've been on the cover of Essence Magazine. Black magazines. Oh, yeah, I know. Stacey Dash had the exact same view. I'm tired of y'all wannabes who have television shows and radio shows who sound utterly ignorant of our own history. Please, do me a favor, stick to gossip, stick to stupid stuff, stay out of real issues because frankly, you embarrass black people and you show you simply have never actually read a book. Gotta go to a break. Back on News 19 TV 1 in the moment.
Now, my thing is with Wendy Williams is, this is not the first time she said stupid things about the black community. But the thing is, you got black people, black women, sisters, and these gay blacks constantly giving her cover. Now, when she say dumb shit about gay people, they come at her hard. She's studying over apologizing. But she's trying to say, well, blacks got these organizations. Whites should be angry because our people were not allowed to participate or be treated like human beings. We had to create our own. So now you're saying that black people having wealth is wrong? You're saying that black history is wrong? You're saying black love is wrong? This is the same bitch that went out and instigated all kinds of rumors about other artists and people in the industry. This the bitch that came out last year and joined the chorus of white women. Well, Cosby, he tried to get me fired. You know what? I tried to get you fired by your treacherous ass bitch. You sit there and get mad because brother called out white supremacy, and then you turn around. Well, if I was a black person heard about historic black college and NAACP or blah blah blah, I would find that offensive. Really? Well, maybe BT they need to take a show off BT. Maybe you need to stay away from anything that's black. It bothers me that black folks, but sisters, y'all starting to see it ain't just black men out here cooning. There've been a lot of black women out here cooning for years. Oprah said dumb shit. You hear Tyra Banks say dumb shit. You have black women who write these magazines and these blogs say dumb shit. But I can't believe this bitch actually said why the blacks basically got the NAACP and historical black colleges. She can't be that dense. But then again, this is a motherfucker that peace standing up. This is a motherfucker that had sex change. Y'all know people say, how that didn't happen. I still think that this is a dude. I hope hope this bitch get ovarian cancer. This is the same bitch that brought the Aaliyah movie and had her get mad when black folks criticize it. This bitch is color struck. This bitch is dangerous. It's crazy. It is so crazy that we as black folk gotta deal with this shit from other black folk. These motherfuckers have a platform. I'm telling y'all, they go pick out these motherfuckers on purpose. But you know, these motherfuckers have so much self-hatred they're saying anything to gain favor with master. She like a fucking clown with that wig on her head. Boy, I tell you. Keep telling y'all, these Negroes, these Hollywood Negroes gonna be the death of us.